Uh, Hi, everyone. You know you didn't answer. Not because you didn't see it, you saw it. Watched phone light up with their name. Felt that familiar jolt in chest, half hope, half dread. Calculated in 2 seconds flat whether answering would help or hurt. Decided hurt, declined the call. And now you're sitting in the aftermath, in that particular silence that follows unanswered calls from people who matter, wondering if you made right choice, wondering what they wanted, wondering if they'll call again or if that was your last chance. That wondering, that not knowing is torture for you specifically, Virgo, because your brain needs data, needs to analyze, needs to solve problems. And unanswered call is unsolved problem sitting in your consciousness like splinter. But here's what's happening that you can't see from where you're standing. That unanswered call just triggered something in them, something that's been building, something that your silence is about to detonate. Not immediately, not today necessarily, but soon, within days, within week, the blast is coming. And your job, strange as it sounds, is exactly what the title says: stay quiet, wait. Because answering would have diffused it, would have given them outlet, would have let them say whatever they were going to say in controlled way that you could have managed or deflected or absorbed. But silence creates pressure. Pressure builds, and pressure eventually explodes. What the blast actually means when it arrives could be confession they've been holding. I'm in love with you. I fucked up. I can't stop thinking about you. I need you in ways that terrify me. Words they've been rehearsing, words that require courage, words they were going to say when you answered but couldn't say to voicemail. So now they're building to even bigger expression because waiting is making feelings more intense, not less. Could be anger finally surfacing. How dare you ignore me? After everything you think you can just anger they've been suppressing because they were trying to be reasonable, trying to be mature, trying to give you space. But your continued silence, your refusing to engage, just convinced them that reasonable gets them nowhere. So unreasonable is about to emerge. Could be ultimatum. This is the last time I need to know if boundary they've been avoiding setting, because setting it means risk. Risk that you'll choose wrong option. Risk that relationship ends definitively instead of staying in comfortable limbo. But unanswered call pushed them to decision point, made them realize limbo is worse than clear ending, made them ready to demand clarity even if clarity hurts. Could be truth they've been protecting you from, about situation, about themselves, about past, about what's been happening that you don't know about. Truth they were going to ease you into gently when you answered. But since you didn't, since silence continues, they're done being gentle, done protecting, done managing your feelings while their own are exploding. They're about to just say it, all of it, unfiltered. And unfiltered truth is always blast, not gentle reveal. Why Virgo specifically needs to hear stay quiet and wait. Because your instinct when you don't know something is to control it, to gather information, to analyze, to fix. You want to call them back. Want to text, sorry I missed your call. What did you need? Want to manage whatever's happening before it happens to you. You want to prepare, to know what's coming so you can have response ready, so you're not caught off guard, so you maintain control of situation and your reaction to it. But this is one of those rare situations where your controlling instinct works against you, where trying to manage makes it worse, where best move is counter to every fiber of your being. Stay quiet doesn't mean ignore forever, means don't reach out now. Don't try to force the conversation before they're ready to have it fully. Because if you reach out now, if you call back, if you text, you give them outlet before pressure fully builds. And partial outlet means partial expression, means they say some of what they need to say, but hold back rest, means you get incomplete picture and have to go through this again later. But if you wait, if you let pressure build to breaking point, you get everything at once, full truth, full feeling, full clarity about where things stand. And clarity, even painful clarity, serves you better than managed ambiguity. What's happening in their world right now? They're spiraling. Why didn't they answer? Are they avoiding me? Did I do something wrong? Are they with someone else? Do they not care anymore? Every explanation their brain generates makes them feel worse, makes situation feel more urgent, makes need to communicate more desperate. They're rehearsing what they'll say when they get another chance, how they'll say it, practicing words, building courage, getting clearer on what they actually need from you. And that rehearsal, that clarifying process happening in your absence, is making their eventual expression stronger, more honest, more complete. If you'd answered, they would have said whatever came to mind in moment might have been partial truth, might have been filtered version, might have been something they'd regret or take back later. But now they have time, time to get clear, time to get brave, time to decide what they really need to say. They're getting angry at your silence, even if their message wasn't angry initially, even if they called with loving intention. Your not answering is creating frustration. How can they just ignore me? How can this not be urgent to them when it's consuming me? And that frustration is fuel, fuel for the blast, fuel for finally saying things they've been too polite to say, too careful, too protecting. They're making decisions about what they'll accept, about what they won't accept, about boundaries, about needs, about whether to keep trying or finally walk away. Your silence is forcing their hand, forcing them to decide what they want and what they're willing to do to get it or to accept not getting it. And those decisions made in crucible of your absence will be clearer and more honest than decisions made in comfort of your presence. What wait for the blast requires from you. Resist urge to control. Don't reach out to check in. Don't text to smooth things over. Don't manage their process to make yourself more comfortable. Let it be uncomfortable. Let them struggle. Let pressure build. That discomfort is productive even though it feels wrong. Prepare emotionally without trying to prepare strategically. You can't script your response because you don't know what's coming, but you can prepare to receive whatever comes without defending immediately. Practice. I hear you. Let me sit with this. I need time to process. Phrases that receive without committing to response you're not ready to give. Know your boundaries before blast arrives. What are you willing to discuss? What are you not willing to discuss? What behaviors will you accept? What behaviors are deal breakers? Knowing your boundaries in advance means you can respond from clarity instead of from overwhelm when blast actually hits. And stay grounded. When blast comes, when they call again, or text that long message, or show up, or however it manifests, your nervous system will want to panic. Virgo in crisis wants to fix, to analyze to death, to control outcome, to make it make sense. But you can't control this. You can only receive it, process it, decide what it means and what you want to do with it. Ground yourself physically, feet on floor, breath in body, present in moment, not catastrophizing about future or analyzing past, just here, receiving what is. What happens after blast? Clarity, finally, about what they want, what they feel, what they're willing to do or not do, what boundaries they have, what they need from you. And that clarity, even if it's painful, even if it's not what you hoped, allows you to make informed decision instead of decision based on guessing. Choice becomes necessary. You can't stay in limbo after blast, can't stay in we'll see, can't stay in ambiguous. They'll have said what they needed to say. Ball will be in your court, and you'll need to decide yes or no, in or out, continue or end, change or stay same. And having to choose is uncomfortable for Virgo who likes to analyze all options indefinitely. But it's also liberating because choosing ends the limbo that's been draining you. Either relationship deepens or relationship ends. Either way, there's movement. And movement, even painful movement, is better than stuck. If relationship deepens, it'll be because you both said hard things, both got honest, both stopped managing and started actually communicating. And that honesty creates foundation, real foundation, not foundation built on avoiding conflict, but foundation built on surviving conflict and coming out stronger. If relationship ends, it'll be clean ending, clear ending, ending where you know why and can actually grieve and move on instead of staying tangled in what if and maybe if I just. Either outcome serves you better than limbo you've been in. The power is yours. It always has been. Just stay quiet and wait for the blast, a call left unanswered. And that unanswered call is building pressure in them that will soon release as confession, anger, ultimatum, or truth. And your job is resisting Virgo urge to control by reaching out, waiting for them to fully clarify what they need to say, preparing emotionally without trying to script response, and receiving whatever comes with grounded presence instead of defensive panic. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, trust yourself. And listen, Virgo, sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is nothing. Sometimes silence creates more clarity than conversation. Sometimes waiting serves better than managing. This is one of those times. Stay quiet, wait, receive whatever blast brings, then decide, not before, after.